let's say you've gotten admission to the US finally, and you don't know the next steps, what the next steps are, what do I have to do next. In this video, I'm going to tell you everything from the start to the end. So at the end of this video, you would know what to do after you get admission till you come here physically as a student. And you can do this on your own at home if you don't have any money to pay anyone, and you don't really need to pay anyone for this because you can do it alone. Okay, so after you get admission, let's say you've applied to, let's say I always use Georgia State University, so let me use it again. Let's say you've applied to Georgia State University, they give you admission. Congratulations, your visa. Oh, congratulations, you've been accepted to the class of 2030. So number one, you have to be very happy. That is not part of the steps, but you have to be very happy. Congratulations, I really applaud you on that. You have done what many people are afraid to do. You've applied to school, you finally got an admission. So congratulations on that. Now is the time to celebrate. Be proud of yourself because I am proud of you. So these are the 7 steps you have to do, and some of them aren't that compulsory. I'm going to tell you the ones that aren't compulsory, but there are 7 steps in total after you get admission till you get here physically as a student. Number 1, you have to accept your admission. So if the school admits you, you have to accept it. Okay, so if a school admits you that congratulations, you've been admitted, it's not by force that you have to stick to that school. You can go to another school. It's not by force. The fact that they have given you admission doesn't mean that you have to stick to that school. Nope, you don't have to stick to that school. But if you want that school, you see the scholarship offers are good, you've got a graduate assistantship, you got a teaching assistantship, you think the rest you can pay, then you go ahead, accept your admission. Okay, go to the school's portal. Schools will mostly give you a portal after you get admission that, oh, log into this portal. Now when you go there, you accept their admission. Okay, and you can also deny it if you don't want to go to that school. You can go in there and click deny, because schools do not force you to come to their school. They don't force you. So you can hit deny, or you can hit accept, or you can even defer. So it's up to you. But number 1, you have to accept the admission. Okay. Number 2, you have to pay your enrollment deposit. Okay, so enrollment deposit, not every school takes enrollment deposit from you. Okay, so this is not really a strong point. There are schools that will take enrollment deposit. Enrollment deposit is simply means they will say, give me money, you have to pay this amount of money, so we reserve your spots in the next class, something like that. So you have to pay that so that they become sure that you are finally going to come here as a student. Okay, that is enrollment deposit. Not every school takes that. So if a school takes that, like $2,000, like huge amount of money, even before you go for your visa interview, I'm not going to advise you to pay, but that is my opinion though. If you still want to take that chance and go in for it, yeah, you can go in for it. I believe in you. That is what I want to say. Number 3, get your I-20. Okay, after you get admission, that is not it. You have to get an I-20 document, and I've made several videos on the I-20, how to get the I-20 document. It's a form of, I'll say, before you come here as a student, there are 2 things that you need to get. I call the I-20 also a visa, because the school will give you a mandate to come to the US. Okay, the school will say, okay, you can come. So the moment the school gives you an I-20, it means the school has accepted that, oh, you can finally come. Okay, so after you get admission, you accept the admission, you get an I-20. If they say pay an enrollment deposit, you have to pay it. But before they give you an I-20, then some schools will say, okay, send me your passport, send me your immunization records. I've made a whole video on that. So, but after you finally get your I-20, that is it. Some schools will demand their immunization record after your I-20, but if you are done, or if you have gotten your I-20 and you think everything is good, okay, now that you go to the next step, which is you have to apply for your visa. Okay, so you are done with the school. Now you have to deal with the immigration. You have to deal with the officers, the visa officers, and if they finally give you a visa, then you can enter the US. So a student, there are 2 types of, I'll say, visas that you have to get. The first one is the I-20, and the second one is a raw visa in your passport. Okay, so after you get your I-20, the next thing is to apply for a visa. Now, how do we apply for a visa? You have to fill the forms. It's online. It's called the DS-160 as a student. Okay, so you have to fill everything. You have to fill the forms. You have to, and I made a video on how to fill the DS-160. fill the DS-160 form. After you fill it, you have to go to another website called the AVITS. There are countries that use different platforms, but go to the AVITS website and book an appointment with the visa officer. After that, you pay your service fee, or you can pay your service fee before you book an appointment. It's okay. You can pay it after you book an appointment. That is okay. Service fee, I've made several videos on that and how to pay it. It's $350, so you have to pay that. And if you want to book an appointment with a visa officer, MRV fee, you pay it, which is $185. You pay it, you book an appointment with a visa officer, you're going to get a date and a time for you to go to your visa interview. Okay, so you go there and you prepare your documents. That is number 6. You prepare your documents, you prepare everything, you go there with confidence, you talk to the visa officer, and you're going to get approved. Now, after you get approved, in a few days, your visa is going to come because they're going to take your passport away. Now, if your visa comes out, you start booking a plane ticket, or you can book, since they said you've been approved, you can start booking, you can start finding flights. Okay, so you find flights online, you book you book a flight online, you get a flight that is coming to the US, and you hop on the flight when it's time, you get a date and you get a time, you hop on the flight when it's time, then you finally come to the US. So that is everything about what you have to do after you get admitted to a school. So if you want to come here to school, okay, if you want to come here to study, number 1, you have to apply to a school. When you get to school, you have to accept the admission. If they want anything from you before they give you an I-20, you have to do that. So they'll finally give you an I-20. After you get the I-20 and you think everything is okay, let me just go with this school. So then you apply for a visa. Okay, applying for a visa, you fill the DS-160 form, and after filling the DS-160 form, you book an appointment, you pay your service fee, or you can pay your service fee before. It doesn't matter. You just have to do these 3. You pay your service fee, you book your appointment, you fill the DS-160, you book an appointment. But you have to fill the DS-160 before you book an appointment. Okay, so you fill the DS-160, you book an appointment with a visa officer, but before you book an appointment, you have to pay $185. You pay that amount of money, you go to the visa interview, you prepare your documents, everything, you go to your visa interview, try and be confident. Okay, and after that you get your visa, and after you get your visa, you book a flight and you come to the USA. So that is everything about studying abroad. Okay, so if you have any questions, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, and if you need, I've written a book on visa interview, and I'm going to write a book on how to apply to some schools, and it's not that very big, a huge book. Nope, it is like this. So I had to make it very reader friendly, so when you're reading it, you wouldn't become very bored that I'm tired. No, it's made for even an elementary school student to understand it. Even if you don't know any idea, you don't have any idea about the visa interview, you are surely going to have an idea, and you'll be fully prepared and fully confident before you go for your visa interview. Okay, so have a nice day. I'm going to see you in my next video. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like. Okay, I'll see you in my next video. Congratulations.